Soulcalibur 3.
I'll never know.
To the new stage of history.
Oh, it's the new stage of history. And the game is dark as hell. And blurry. It's super. It's a PS2. The PS2 games are always just motion blur. It's just smear Vaseline all over the screen. PS2 game. Mr. Edgelord himself, Mr. Resurrecting. What do you mean Keelix way too? Well, I guess in the intro, yeah, he's very. He's beautiful. His regular outfits. Since she was too young to remember, Tyra had lived the life of an assassin in the European Assassins organization known as Bird of Passage. During the chaos caused when the evil seed rained down, she was set free into the outside world. Unable to grow accustomed to an ordinary lifestyle, she drifted from land to land, siphoning the lives of others. One day, she heard rumors of nightmare, her heart filled with excitement as the thought of finding another like herself. Tyra pursued the rumors and finally made contact. She willingly gave herself complete to him. As a servant of the cursed sword, she had two duties: the release of Soul Edge and the quest for a new host, Claudia. She was soared into the world of the wings of black feathers. Yep. This is an SNK game, apparently. You have to read, and read quickly. Oh yeah, this game did have like a crap ton of dialogue, huh? This game had QTEs too. And you get like two different endings depending on which QTE you did then too. And there's actually two final bosses. There's like Abyss, and then there's also Night Terror, which is like complete Soul Edge. Like Soul Edge having all the souls that needs to be freed, and it basically is Soul Edge at max power. I think the first time I played this, I got Night Terror. I never got Night Terror, I don't think. I've seen people fight him, but I've never fought Night Terror myself. Because I'm bad at video games. Tyr traveled the world looking for those who would make appropriate vessels for the cursed sword. There was a warrior woman who had once shattered his soul edge, Sophia, and later had children. When she was shattered the cursed sword, she had taken the fragment into her own body. The children had been born with evil energy infused in their bodies. Tyr visited Greece in order to get near those children. But basically, this is when Tyr ends up kidnapping Pyrrha at the end of her story.
A light of hope for the future
shines
in her eyes.
The game just got randomly brighter.
I can't wait to see
The Vaseline.
I'm ready to fight you.
Versus Sophia.
The blurry ass blurry game. Yeah, this game was way slower than Soulcalibur 1 or even 2. It's definitely still faster than Soul Edge, but man, from this point onward, Soulcalibur got slower and clunkier. Soulcalibur 3, Soulcalibur 4, Soulcalibur 5. I think 5 and 4 are probably improvements in terms of speed, but well, above 3 anyway, but still, it didn't feel as snappy as Soulcalibur 1 or 2. I don't think any of them ever got as bad as Soul Edge, though. Fate conspire their range until battle. Turn sharpness up. I'd say I could adjust the screen size, but which I definitely can. It's just be a smaller display window. It's still gonna be blurry as hell though, because PS2 game. Soul Edge is an experience? Yeah, definitely. It's there for the nostalgia factor, and that's about it. That and for the intro. The intro is the intro. Ever hear Edge of Soul before? Tira toyed with the mother of the prospective host bodies for a time before deciding to leave. If they continued to fight, it would surely turn serious. Tira didn't expect to lose, but it would be stupid to take on any unnecessary injuries. This woman had once shattered Soul Edge. It would be best to be careful. Calming her excited body, she moved on to her next objective. Oh yeah, you choose routes in this game. The siblings' bodies were a perfect fit, but unfortunately they were too young. She couldn't shake the feeling that they wouldn't be able to fully draw out the power of the sword. Tira decided that an interim body was necessary and continued to wander in search of potential hosts. She traveled to an area where strong warriors were set to gather and waited until that day's winner was decided. Was this man powerful enough to be worthy of the sword?
Two heroes finally meet under the star of destiny.
You'll be dead before you know it.
I will never yield to the likes of you.
Oh, create a character.
Versus Dragon. Fight!
I just guessed that was a throw button. Back K is in the headbutt?
Oh well, I guess I'm done with you.
Does Tira have a headbutt in this game? Does she have mood swings in this game? I don't even know. I know she does in 5. I don't know much about Tira from before then. I never played her. I know in 5 and 6 she does. Characters I spent most time playing in Soulcalibur definitely would be Siegfried. Throughout literally all of them. What a waste of time. The man had been worthless. Tira left the arena and set her eyes on those who were wandering the world in search of Soul Edge. Obviously, they wouldn't all be appropriate for the sword, but anyone who was successfully closing in on the sword had at least some potential. She awaited at Ostrheinsburg Castle. Nightmare, the wielder of Soul Edge, had once dwelt there. That was Soulcalibur 2. It was the perfect place to test those who were seeking the sword. The battle at Ostrheinsburg. It's always Ostrheinsburg. Everything happens in Ostrheinsburg.
Here she comes.
QTE time?
To abandon your children and travel all this way.
What button am I gonna have to press?
You're such a horrible mother. It is because I am a mother that I raise my sword to protect my children.
Versus Sophie.
Oh, no QTE there. Interesting. Maybe after this battle. Oh, shit. Don't sidestep it. I played a lot of Yoshimitsu and like Siegfried in the Soulcalibur games. Yoshimitsu, Siegfried, and like I think just those two were like my main characters. I always found them to be fun. The warrior who appeared was the mother of those two children. It seemed the skills that had once enabled her mother to shatter Soul Edge had not waned, but she was no match for Tira. Tyria let loose the impulses which lurked within her and sated herself in battle. She was now bored of playing with the woman. Staying in this place any longer seemed like a waste of time. It was unlikely anyone worthy would appear. Siegfried was a man who had sealed Soul Edge by piercing it with the Spirit Sword. Even now, he carried the sword in hiding. In order to free Soul Edge, she had to find him. While Tyria was searching for him, she learned that her target had apparently taken interest in the tomb of a wealthy merchant. Oh, Voldo. The clues made it clear that was where he was headed. Tyria raced through the night in the hopes of arriving before him.
Watched over by the Almighty Ones, they unleash their fury.
Damn, how many games has he said that in?
I'm not expecting much from you.
I have no interest in speaking.
You're not
with the
Voldo.
dead.
You're just a thief.
Versus thief. Fight.
Literally. Got dumb.
You win.
Oh, you're so lucky. You got to die so peacefully.
I played a little bit of Tyria and Soulcalibur 6. I was like, this character's
All right,
fun.
let's settle this.
But you have to learn like 2 whole move sets because of the mood swings. But doing her combos is definitely a lot of fun though, especially when you get the mood swing on the hit that you want it to.
So lucky. You got to die so peacefully.
Like, oh man, Tyria combos. Here's Voldo.
Versus Voldo. Fight.
Same Soulcalibur 2. Sounds. I actually do like that Voldo costume.
You win.
It's night and day.
You deserve the most painful death imaginable.
Tyria felt like she was being watched. Oh, QTE time. Oh, it literally tells you.
Now two
No?
souls are fiercely entangled.
I was expecting a cutscene.
I'll make
Into
sure to
QT.
grant you your death.
Versus Will-o'-the-Wisp. Fight.
Interesting. Well, shit. I'm getting bodied. Damn.
You lose.
I got bullied. Tyria defeated the guardian of the... No, I did not. Defeated the guardian of the tomb and waited for her target to arrive, but he did not appear. She decided that perhaps he had changed his destination, and she left the hole. Tyria once again set about gathering information about Siegfried, but she had difficulty finding any signs of him. Where had he gone? Just then, a man appeared before her, who claimed to know Siegfried's whereabouts. Hey, yeah, timer was 800 plus seconds. I was like, alright. What? It's like, I can't. Oh, that's slow-mo. He always appears here in the clock tower. QTE time. He's gonna throw
I
the
cannot
gear at
allow
me.
a
He's a
monster like
scumbag.
you to possess that sword.
Are you gonna tell me, like, actual face buttons, or are you gonna tell me in-game buttons? Alright. Actual face buttons.
I will not allow you to get in my way. Let's go.
That was ridiculous. What are you doing?
versus Zasalamel. Fight!
Zasalamel. Oh, I was hoping that it's just like bouncing me head or something. Like Lily and Tekken.
You win!
Oh, you're so lucky. You got to die.
Tear remembered the man who had revived in the form of Nightmare. The small amount of evil energy that had escaped the seal. The man with the scythe was surely that man. She had felt impressive power from his soul. She would need to harvest it at some point. Devouring that soul would surely bring great strength to her master, Soul Edge. I'm curious though, like... I know that Zasalamel has, like, lived multiple lifetimes, like he dies and revives because he was cursed. Or not revives, but he gets, reincarnated. But, I guess so. I mean, sure. Abyss is just another Inferno. So now there's two Soul Edges, I guess, in this game. One being Abyss and the other being Nightmare. Devouring that soul would surely bring great strength to her master, Soul Edge. No one knows. This game just kind of has shit happen. All I know is Zasalamel is here. He casts some magic. Soul Edge possessed the armor of Nightmare, so now it's its own being. That's why Inferno is not like a playable thing. It's just Nightmare, since Inferno is Nightmare. So it's no host body anymore from this point onward. And I know that he consumes the power of Abyss, which is why in Soulcalibur 4 he has a giant orb thing in his chest, just like Abyss does in this game. Tira traveled west. In that direction, a man wandered upon the ocean, desperately searching for Soul Edge. It seemed he thought that he had escaped the sword's control, but without the cursed sword's power, his body would turn to ash. His very existence depended on the sword. Oh, Cervantes. Tira had previously provoked him into searching for Soul Edge. She had thought that the information he would collect would prove useful later, and now that time had come.
The immortal soul seeks the one who threatens its existence.
I'm gonna kill you now. You ready?
Sink unto oblivion!
I kind of like this outfit for Cervantes, and part of me likes it, but the other's like, eh. This outfit's in Soulcalibur 4, but instead of it being like his actual body, it's Inferno, just like in Soul Edge. Well, that was weird.
You lose. 9. Versus Cervantes. Fight!
Ouch. Oh, I think Cervantes actually gets his gun in this game. Speaking of the gun.
You lose. 9.
Speaking of the gun.
Versus Cervantes. Fight!
I win. I wish Soulcalibur 5 had character endings. It would have given the vast majority of the cast something, at the very least. Like a reason to be there. Or just more information on the characters or what. Literally anything. Because the story mode for the game was ass. But some of the characters were fun. The man had indeed gathered information for the purpose of recovering Soul Edge. His attitude was unforgivable, but his information proved useful. It had been a good time to check his progress. Yeah, the game was fun to play. Like, I mean, people didn't like the way Guard Impact worked, how it took meter. But the idea of having like EX moves and stuff was interesting. I didn't mind that. Also, the way supers worked, I actually did like quite a bit. Some of them were like just for damage, some were like utility, like Natsu's. But like doing combos and stuff in that game was actually kind of fun. She had found clues related to Siegfried and the information she had obtained and set out at once to follow the trail. It seemed he was heading east. When she entered an island country in the Far East, she attempted to close the gap with her target. But when she felt eyes upon her, she stopped. She decided to take care of her bothersome pursuer first.
Her blade cannot be seen.
Setsuka?
Her strikes are
This is her
flashes
stage.
in her enemy's
Wanna die now? My life is not yours for the taking.
Setsuka.
versus Setsuka. Fight.
Ow, face. Setsuka's fun in I got bullied. Setsuka's fun in Soulcalibur 6.
Fear me, for I am a demon.
Lies.
Versus Setsuka. Fight.
I found the soul charge button. I GI'd though. Scumbag.
You lose. 9. Versus Setsuka. Fight.
I still remember my first time playing this game. I was like, what? I was like, what is this game? Because I remember my dad just had me the controller. He was doing the RTS mode,
Versus Setsuka.
which is like where a good portion of this game's actual story comes from, I guess. I'm getting bullied right now. Remember Setsuka being like top tier?
Question your motives.
9.
I'll make sure.
Versus Setsuka. Fight.
I don't know combos. Or moves in general. There's two. That's a 2-hit. Actually, no. I do remember that. I actually do remember that. I remember that because I did that with Alpha Patroclus. I was really hoping she wouldn't go low there. I was like, please don't.
Good idea. Damn, what a waste of my time.
Patroclus was fun to play, honestly. I hated the fact that both him and his sister took up 2 characters. I mean, people just hated the fact that characters were removed from the games outright, in all honesty, but because time skip and all. But the other thing is, we had characters in there who just aged, and or just didn't age because, you know, there's a thing with Ivy where, you know, she's an alchemist and her blood is special, so she could live like forever, practically. Mitsuri looked badass in Soulcalibur 5. His age self, and you get the beard and all that. I was like, boy, nice Mitsuri. I see you. To defeat the woman, but she could still feel the presence of a pursuer. Apparently, it hadn't been this woman. On top of that, the time she had spent had resulted in her losing Siegfried. Tyr set out once more in search of her target and headed west. During her pursuit, she heard rumors of a man who was searching for Soul Edge. She didn't want any more interference. She must eliminate him first.
Anticipation building in his heart, he turns his eyes to the path before him.
I'm gonna kill you now. You ready?
Alright, I'm getting pumped up!
I hated Yun Sung after Soulcalibur 2 in general. I was like, every other game he's in, I was like, no thanks. Look how big his butcher knife blade is. Yeah, they even bothered putting him in. They're like, all right, we gotta bring Huang back. It's time. They're like, you can't remake Soulcalibur. Well, can't really say remake since it's technically not a remake. It's just another timeline, but also part of the same time. It's complicated. Soulcalibur 6 is a soft reboot in the fact that it's still ongoing. It's not necessarily. It's like Final Fantasy. I don't know. I'm not even gonna say it because on the future.
Okay, give it a go!
But in Soulcalibur 6, the reason we know that it's not necessarily a reboot exactly is because of Cassandra's inclusion. And her story.
You lose.
Yeah, her story was crazy.
I guess you are.
9.
I never played it, but I did watch someone play, and I was like, oh shit.
I'm not gonna let up for a second.
Versus Young Sung.
I was like, I need some more of that. Yeah, they're like, you can't have a. You can't not have quote unquote. You can't have like a retelling of Soulcalibur 1 without Long, like being a playable character.
Ring out. You win.
What a big disappointment.
Oh no, I have to delete. There's a bot in chat. I mean, I'd be fine if they even just redid Soul Edge, but they wouldn't bother doing that. They're like, they just start from Soulcalibur 1. like Soul Edge doesn't need to be remade. Partially because most of the characters that people are familiar with aren't present in that timeline, or like in that game, I should say. Like Keelik and them weren't around then. But I guess for 6, I guess technically Setsuka and them weren't either, because 6 takes place from 1 and then a little bit before 2 or a little bit after 2. I don't remember. Yeah, because Sansa's story was great. I was like, man, I need some more of that. Afterwards, she continued to pursue Siegfried and eventually arrived at the cathedral in an area far from civilization. Her target was here, and so was Soul Edge. When she entered the cathedral, she sensed that the Azure Knight, The being who contained the will of her master Soul Edge had come here as well. The time had for her master to arise was at hand. But the pair of eyes that had followed her now had her firmly in view. Yoshimitsu? Really? What are you doing?
You're absolutely irritating. Hurry up and disappear.
My clan members cry out for vengeance!
Versus Yoshimitsu. Fight!
I have the Soulcalibur 4 version of... Well, it's not this stage per se, but it looks pretty similar to this stage. Shit. The hell shoot me twice! What an asshole.
You lose.
Poor little child.
Song was good.
Versus Yoshimitsu. Fight!
Yeah. Alright, Yoshi. Yoshi, calm down.
You lose.
Poor little child. That evil blade cannot be forgiven.
9. Versus Yoshimitsu. Fight!
You wanna do it again? I didn't think you actually finished that.
You lose. 9. Versus Yoshimitsu. Fight!
Ouch. You couldn't just get rung out for me, please? What a scumbag.
You win.
I get irritated just thinking about him.
Nightmare Siegfried fighting. Oh shit, I was ready! Fuck! I was not paying attention. I was not ready for that. God damn it. I was leaning back, scratching my head, just chilling, looking at chat. Took a few minutes for her to break through the bars, blocking her way. The sharp sound she had heard grew even fiercer. As Tira hurried inside, the sound of a death scream echoed in her ears. It seemed that the battle was over. Was it her master that awaited her inside? She had an uneasy feeling. Probably because I fucked up and have to fight Siegfried.
If you're after the sword, don't expect to get past here alive. Sorry to keep you. You're up next.
Versus Siegfried. Fight!
Alright, bet. Looks like a fighting game, apparently. I had no idea. Is this one of those Is this one of those situations where I can't bring out the boss? If I can be rung out?
You lose. 9.
Because I know Soulcalibur likes to do that.
Versus Siegfried. Fight!
I know that string. I play this character. Shit. You. Oh, he cancelled it. He cancelled it and said I'm going low. What a scumbag. What an actual scum. All right, Siegfried, bet. Let's go. Fight me.
Versus Siegfried. Fight!
I win.
Way too quick. How boring.
Now what?
I'm impressed that you made it this far.
Abyss time.
Not bad at all. My dream is about to be realized. You, however, are not worthy of witnessing this glorious moment. Leave this place at once.
Zasselmel's inclusion in terms of like being relevant to anything, it was so short-lived. Was that not Soul Edge just behind me that I saw? Like literally in Soul Embrace with Soulcalibur? Oh no, I did say that there was two because, alright, I understand. Like I was saying earlier, there's two apparently. I was ready that time.
Insolent bastard, you will pay for this.
Versus Abyss. Fight.
Alright, bet. We gotta use Soul Edge. Wait, why did I lose the half my... I guarded though! I guarded the thing though!
You lose.
What?
9.
Alright, video game. Clearly
I'll
you just
make
hate me.
sure to grant you your death.
Versus Abyss. Fight.
Video games hate me. Clearly.
You lose. 9. Versus Abyss. Fight.
Insane. Oh yeah, he has the almighty pull. Doesn't help that I'm losing health because I'm using Soul Edge.
You lose. 9. Versus Abyss. Fight.
Oh shit, third. No touchy. Third. There's a third hit. Fuuko, you know that.
You lose.
You already know that. You got hit by it once. Yeah, brain.
9. Versus Abyss. Fight.
He wasn't ready for that. He's playing Soulcalibur how I play Soulcalibur, just walking sideways. As literally how I played the vast majority of Soulcalibur games, is just dancing around the stage like that. Whenever I'm actually fighting people.
9.
I'll make
Versus Abyss. Fight.
Ouch. I was. What? Alright.
You lose. 9.
I'll make sure to grant you your death.
We're only doing 2 character stories in this game.
Versus Abyss. Fight.
I was gonna do Setsuka, but then I got irritated. We'll go ahead and do. We'll do Tira, Setsuka, and yeah, and Nightmare. Yeah.
You win.
This is absolutely pointless.
What she said. Explosion! He was airwalking.
I have to hurry up and and find a new body.
We go left, I believe. Yeah, we totally go left.
What's your name?
And
What's that thing you're holding, miss?
Do you like it? Aw, I'm glad.
that's when she kidnapped Pyrrha.
The legend will never die.
He said the thing! This game had a lot of asset dumping in terms of audio cues from Soulcalibur 2. Is there a skip button? God damn it. There you go. Yeah, and that's when she kidnaps
Soulcalibur
Pyrrha.
3.
And then we never see her again until Soulcalibur 5.
Welcome to the new stage of history.
I don't like this stage of history. I like the other stage of history. Dun, 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 dun. I like this character select song though. Every Soulcalibur's character select music is great. This stage of history has yet to be retold. I don't want this one to be retold. I desperately don't. The others, sure, that's fine. Just not this one. I never really liked Soulcalibur 3 that much, personally. It's the one I played the very least out of all of them.
I'll burn you alive.
In this and that, the spirit sword pierced the cursed sword. The will of Soul Edge escaped into the armor that was the remains of Nightmare. Having moved into a bodiless host, it can now no longer even move. It was at this time that the man with the scythe appeared. The man used secret arts to weave together the spirit, the cursed sword, and the ghosts of that land, summoning forth the physical form and allowing Nightmare to arise. Soul Edge now dwelt in a new vessel in order to preserve its physical form, as well as increase its evil energy. It sought ever more powerful, ever richer souls. In the end, the twisted compass striking its path will surely point towards something Soul Edge. I'm bad at English. The newly revived body was still unstable, and it would be difficult to achieve the release of Soul Edge immediately. Nightmare set out hunting souls to recover his power, but those of normal human beings did not satisfy his thirst. Eventually, he began to wander in search of warriors with strong souls and people enshrouded in evil energy. Feeling the movement of the evil energy, he went to a city in the countryside of Eastern Europe. This city was filled with evil energy and was under attack by armies who feared that power.
Fate conspired to arrange their battle.
I want to see your madness.
Versus Berserker. Fight!
That's a D&D character. Oh, Nightmare doesn't have like the quick slice there in this game. Like in Soulcalibur 5. I miss that being a thing. That's a thing I always like in that game. The shoulder thrust into the wave dash into kicks, or you can even go into the energy burst in Soulcalibur 4, I think. He slaughtered the warrior who was corrupted by evil energy, then rampaged across the battlefield. But the souls of ordinary soldiers offered him no satisfaction. After letting his impulses run wild for a time, he left the battlefield. Soldiers had been bound by Soulcalibur and carried off by Siegfried. His mind they had once controlled. Nightmare needed to recover his power as quickly as possible. In order to recover his power, it was essential that he devour more powerful souls. Nightmare searched for those with souls strong enough to catch his eye. Is this lore? It's always lore. This is the most lore-rich arcade mode in the Soulcalibur games. This and maybe 4. This one and maybe... No, I'd probably still say this one since there's multiple routes you could take. Indeed, Q. Indeed. Shit, I didn't read that. Ah, shit. I wasn't done reading that. Damn it. Why is circle a confirm button? I mean, Japanese game. It's Japan circle is the good thing.
Versus Sophitia. Fight.
So it makes sense, but damn it. My lore. My immersion. I do not know how to play Nightmare in this game. Or in most games, rather. I was guarding, though. I was holding guard, though.
Versus Sophitia. Fight.
Interesting. He doesn't have the other version of the thrust.
You win.
I could play Nightmare a little bit in 5.
Come on to me.
His body is shaking. Nightmare carved deep gashes into the temple of the ancient god. He exacted revenge for the past crime of shattering his other half, and devoured the woman's soul. After leaving Greece, he wandered Europe in search of powerful souls. Before long, he noticed the presence of a powerful soul. It was a man with a scythe. There were few with the soul of such strength. Nightmare headed to check the clock tower, where the man was thought to lurk. If he devoured the man, he would surely acquire great power. QT time. Again, because... Just because. Is he gonna be left again?
You served
Was it
your
right?
purpose.
I think it was right.
It's time for you to die.
It was right.
Yes, that's right. That's what it takes.
Do you really think you can stop?
Even the people in the game don't know what the hell is that slow mo's trying to do. That had that hit on, he probably would have.
You win.
Now, give me your soul.
The man who took your true body has left for the east. You don't appear to have fully recovered your power. What will you do? With these words, the man with the scythe disappeared as if melting away. That damnable Siegfried. It would seem that to release Soul Edge, he would have to head east at some point. Nightmare journeyed throughout Europe seeking strong souls and evil energy. During his travels, he recovered several fragments of the cursed sword and took them into himself. At this point, if he devoured souls as he traveled east, it should be reasonably possible to recover his power before catching up to Siegfried. If he waited too long, he might lose his trail. Given that there was no way to know what Siegfried was going to do, Nightmare could not risk losing the trail of the cursed sword. He followed Siegfried's trail and headed east. He arrived in a city that had been reduced to ruins, and could tell that Siegfried had recently passed through. The energy of the detestable spirit sword lingered. Soulcalibur, as if to still be pierced through the body of Soul Edge. As he was about to leave, someone appeared.
The winds guide her with visions of
Wind!
I shall show you.
How's it raining when it's so bright and...
Some things can only be conveyed through
what-
battle.
Oh, I see. It's not rain. It's just... mist from the waterfall. That's why it only lands over there. Does Soulcalibur not have any stances in this game? He should have at least one, right? Well, I have that move. I didn't know he had one in this game.
I shall show you the greatest nightmare.
I like Nightmare's voice better in Soulcalibur 2. The delivery was just way better in that game. By following the trail of energy from the Spirit Sword, Nightmare pursued Siegfried. While it was a detestable sword, it could still be of use in this way. There was some value to its existence after all. At some point, he would devour his energy as well. When he traveled past the ruins of the temple in the midst of the vast desert, he sensed the energy of the cursed sword and stopped. It seemed there was someone in the ruin possessing evil energy. Interesting thing about it is that, and I'm pretty sure we mentioned this earlier. I pressed the button. I pressed the button. This is my guard button video game. Don't. All right. So he's like, no. He knows what I was trying to do. I was gonna just toss him out the ring. I walked to the side though.
versus
I just figured I was off axis. That's me. There's one of my stances. I like the way they did characters like Nightmare and Siegfried a lot better in like Soulcalibur. What was it? I know they could do it 6, but I think they started doing it in like 4 and 5. It might have just been 5 and 6. That their stances are literally one combination of buttons, not split apart between different things. Nightmare had been attacked by someone with the same appearance as someone he had once used as a servant. From the body, Nightmare removed a fragment of Soul Edge and further increased his power. When he set out to resume his pursuit of Siegfried, he sensed yet another flow of evil energy, stopped. In order to free Soul Edge, he needed to build his power. He also could not afford to lose Siegfried's trail. Yeah, but I'm assuming there's a fork here. Yep. Facing off against the Spirit Sword would be meaningless if he could not draw forth his power to its fullest extent. Concluding this, he set out in search of the evil energy. The evil energy, however, was distant. By the time he reached India, he had completely lost all awareness of... shit. Nevertheless, Siegfried possessed the cursed sword's true body. They would surely meet again. For now, devouring the soul he was pursuing came first.
He pursues a demon to avenge his fallen comrades.
Maxi?
Devastation.
Makushi?
For the weak.
You really want to do
It is Makushi.
Versus Maxi. Fight.
Makushi. Oh, I get this. I was just wondering how I do this move. Cause I always forget how to do that move. It's weird that it throws me back where I can't go like that. Bullshit! No, he kicked me through the railing, bro. Not cool. The game just lied to me so hard. He got mad because I called him by his actual name.
You really think you can...
Versus Maxi. Fight.
Where's the taunt button? Is it not GK in this game?
I can see your darkness.
Nightmare reached out with his mind in search of the presence he had lost. Within a short time, he sensed what felt like Siegfried and began traveling east. He eventually arrived in an island country in the Far East. Here, as if to put an end to the chase, he closed the distance at once and arrived at Mount Fuji.
He is on a hunt to find the
Fuji?
truth.
Is lava here? Yeah! I like the Yoshimitsu outfit. Sheet. Fool.
You lose. 9. This versus Yoshimitsu. Fight.
Ouch. Do I have this? I don't. Alright, Yoshi.
You lose. 9. You versus Yoshimitsu. Fight. You lose. 9.
Bet.
You versus Yoshimitsu. Fight.
What is scum? What is scumbag? This game just loves bringing me out today. Especially when we were playing, what was it, Soulcalibur 1?
Versus Yoshimitsu. Fight.
Soul Edge, in playing Soul Edge, we didn't have that bad of a time. It wants me to burn. The disrespect. He committed seppuku. And then it's still about to kick my ass.
You win.
This
Darkness of the abyss.
edgy. Nightmare defeated the enemy that blocked his path. The enemy's soul now belonged to the Azure Knight. When Nightmare once again searched for Siegfried's presence, he discovered that many fragments of the cursed sword had been purified in this land. Disturbed to learn that his enemy had acquired such power, Nightmare knew that he must hurry. After taking care of the remaining forces, he set out in pursuit of Siegfried. The leader was stronger than he had thought, and the fight dragged on. Siegfried's presence had already vanished. It would likely take much time to catch up to him. Nightmare resumed his pursuit, but he suddenly detected someone who resonated strongly with evil energy. It was the one whom he had fought immediately after his true body had been shattered. His enemy was nearby. Nightmare could not allow himself to be caught or weakened from his struggles with the spirit sword. Is it Raphael?
Her shadow moves with stealth and disappears into darkness.
I want to see your madness.
Well,
That was
at
Taki.
least your stance is correct. Ha!
Versus Taki. Fight!
I know Raphael was there when Siegfried, like, after Siegfried and had separated himself from Nightmare. Oh, I do get the quick one. I just have to. That'd be a lot easier for me to do on the arcade stick.
It's time.
Or my arcade sticks don't work with the PS2.
Fight!
Alright, dog, you need to calm down because you're talking all over me right now. Ugh! I just have a big sword. No touchy. Do it again! Oh no!
You lose. 9. Versus Taki. Fight!
Trying to get that timing is. Oh shit! Tricky. Sure you can.
You win!
We'll move on to Soulcalibur before or after this. Perhaps having noticed Nightmare's presence, Siegfried's movements quickened. Nightmare increased his speed as well. Their chase continued westward, and Nightmare eventually arrived at the cathedral in a remote land far from civilization. It seemed his opponent was prepared to fight, but Siegfried was no longer moving. The time for their showdown had arrived. When Nightmare entered the cathedral, someone appeared and blocked his path. At this point, it was nothing more than an obstacle. There's Raph.
You will regret not killing me when you had the chance.
Do not delude yourself.
He said the thing.
Wretched human.
He called him the thing!
Raphael. Fight!
He didn't call him conceited this time, though. I'm holding guard, though! Is there chip damage? Can I die to chip in this game?
Versus Raphael. Fight!
If not, that move is probably just super negative. Oh shit. This vampire is goated.
You lose.
Why do you fight? When you
He became like super corrupted after Soulcalibur 2 because of when he fought Nightmare / Siegfried. He got corrupted by the sword during that battle. I like that in Soulcalibur 2 you see little Amy. Oh shit. Yeah, I know that rings out. Because I used to do it all the time in Soulcalibur 2.
9 versus Raphael. Fight.
Oh, does that not work anymore? Or I guess I can't say anymore since this is the first game that was a hit. Oh shit.
You lose.
that look suits you. Stay down there.
9 versus Raphael. Fight.
I never liked fighting Raphael. It just irritated me. My turn. Yeah!
Nothing less than the destruction of your soul.
Button time. I remember this. Who's he fighting? What button? Yeah, proper stuff. Look at us. Press the right buttons, right combo buttons and stuff. Not even turning around at the bars that fell behind him, Nightmare moved forward. No sounds could be heard except the echo of his own footsteps. But the evil energy that permeated the inside of the cathedral clearly told him that his opponent waited ahead. He opened the door that blocked his path and stepped into what would become their battlefield. I think it was Soulcalibur and Soulcalibur.
Time is right. You shall become part of me. This time, I shall take my body back.
Versus Siegfried. Fight.
Shit. I know how to play this video game. Playing Soulcalibur still. No matter what version it is, we're still playing Soulcalibur.
You win.
Let darkness take you.
I'm impressed that you made it this far. Not bad at all. My dream is about to be realized. You, however, are not worthy of witnessing this glorious moment. Leave this place at once.
Just lost 50k in the casino. Should you get 50 more? Go for it. But Soul Edge is over there. You bastard. Actually, I'm Soul Edge. Or both. Technically. It's Soulcalibur's cooking.
That's the best you can do. How weak.
Boy, talking trash. Give me myself back.
Versus Abyss. Fight.
Easy. First try.
You win.
Gather before me, darkness of the abyss.
Explosion!
troops nearby. Don't leave your post.
I forgot about this. This ending's stupid. Most of the endings in this game are stupid, honestly. I'm pressing the button. What, do I have to mash it? Shit. And that's the end. Game's trash.
The legend will
Soulcalibur 3 is the equivalent to like Spider-Man 3. Okay, especially like I got tossed into that statue, he's super dead.
Soulcalibur 3.
Alright, SC4 time. Better video game time. Yeah, not Soulcalibur 3. Yeah.